Step into the Dueling Dimension Gaming Tavern.
Hey guys, DungeonSaberDuelist here. I'm here with Solar for another episode of This Card Sucks and You Know It. By now, the set Blazing Dominion has already come out, so this series is probably going to become even more relevant at the time of release. So what This Card Sucks does is we review the current set, go over some of the worst cards to play against in the set, and then give you a couple options on how to beat those. First up is the Crimson King for this video, and but what it does is it just takes one tuner plus one or more non-tuner dark monsters to make it, so it's something easy to make because it's only level 8. Level 8s within this archetype is pretty easy to make. Now, what it does is if this card is synchro summon, you can add one card that mentions RDA from your deck to your hand, and then when your opponent activates a monster effect, quick effect, you can banish this card, special summon one RDA from your extra deck. This is treated as a synchro summon, and if you do, its current attack becomes doubled. Also, it cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. You can only use each effect of the Crimson King once per turn. The first card we decided that can help you beat this card is Ash Blossom, which states when a card or effect is activated that includes any of these effects, quick effect, you can discard this card, negate the effect. When they add a card from the deck to the hand, special summon from the deck, send a card from the deck to the graveyard. You can only use this effect once per turn. And then I'll pass it over to Solar to go into more detail how this card helps against the Crimson King.
So for Ash Blossom, it just helps getting the add effect away. Even though the card does have a quick effect, if you do activate this, it's better that they don't get more resources. This card just helps in any situation like that with them being able to allocate resources for more things.
And then we'll move on to the second card, which is Forbidden Droplet, or, as Solar calls it, Forbidden Drip, which is a quick play spell. Send any number of other cards from your hand and or field to the graveyard. Choose that many effect monsters your opponent controls, and until the end of this turn, their attack is halved. Also, their effects are negated in response to this card's activation. Your opponent cannot activate cards or the effects of cards with the same original type monster spell trap as the card sent to the graveyard. To activate this card, you can only activate one Forbidden Drip per turn, and then I'll pass it over to Solar to explain how this helps.
So Forbidden Drip is just a really good card for being able to negate on-field effects. This doesn't count. This doesn't constitute as a monster effect, so this would completely bypass the quick effect that Crimson King has. Which you want this card to be able to stop whatever it might be able to summon. Slight downside if your deck doesn't like sending a bunch of stuff from your hand or field to the grave. It's an unfortunate rip just to stop it. But at the end of the day, you're stopping a really good effect from going off.
Alright, and then we'll move to the last card, which I kind of found funny that we added. It's an oldie, but in this situation it kind of works. Gravity Bind, simple trap card, continuous trap. Level 4 or higher monsters cannot attack, so you basically stop it in its tracks. I won't say that you use the card to completely shut it down. However, you can use this until you get a better option taken on, and then I'll let Solar go into a little more detail on his thoughts.
So, the reason why this card was picked was for the basic fact that I'm thinking of my stun players out there. I know not everybody has the space to drop in, like big high value cards, which I completely understand. So Gravity Bind was a choice. Like Saber did mention, it does stop your opponent from just attacking you relentlessly and it will help in the matter of staving off a few turns here and there. So that's why that card was chosen.
All right, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Leave some comments in the comment section. You know, I do respond to those as able. And if you want to talk about this card or other cards, you can join our Discord server, which is in the description below. And then just give us a like and a follow if you enjoy this type of content. All right, guys, peace.